guys, welcome back to a new video. So today is February 1st and I have a few things that I wanted to do today to kind of start off the month, and I was like, I should do a reset video. The first thing that I actually have to do is like set up my planner for this month. So this is like a coloring book planner almost, and I need to do February. So I'm gonna get started on that. I'm excited. Okay, I have finished filling in the stuff for my planner. So here is the cover page. And for goals this month, I wrote down read 5 books. That's a little ambitious, but I also think I can do it because I've been reading so much recently. Drink lots of water every day. That is really something I need to work on. So I really want to try to focus on that this month. And then I also want to focus on like trying to meditate more, because I used to meditate a lot, but I don't really do it anymore, but I do want to get back into that habit. And then here's the calendar page. I didn't really fill a lot in, but it'll get more full as I make more plans and stuff this month. And then I have the habit tracker and mood tracker page. I haven't actually filled in the habits yet, but it's gonna be things like water, like if I got enough water that day, meditating, reading, just things like that. And then here are what the weekly pages look like. I haven't actually filled it in yet because I don't start this week. Like this week starts Monday, this page starts Monday, so I'll probably do this tomorrow or Monday. Yeah, that is what I did in this planner. Now I want to talk about my January wrap up, like the books that I read this month, or last month, I guess technically, and my February TBR. Okay, so the first book that I read this month was Assassin's Blade. This is the first book that I read in the Throne of Glass series. It's kind of like the prequel, and you can read it at different places in the series, but I decided to read it first, and I don't regret that decision. I'm really happy that I read it first. This book was 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed it. It's like a collection of novellas. There's 5 novellas, but it's still like all in chronological order, and it feels like one cohesive story. But yeah, I had such a fun time reading this, and I'm really excited to continue the series. Hopefully I read the whole series like this year, but I guess we'll see. This book is about a girl who is an assassin. She's like a trained assassin. She's really good at what she does, and you kind of follow her throughout like these things that she does. So like in the 5 different novellas, there's 5 different stories until the end of this book, which starts the actual Throne of Glass series. The next book that I read this month was Shatter Me. This book was so good. It is about this girl named Juliet, and she is actually in an asylum because everyone that she touches dies or feels like an immense amount of pain. So she got locked up, and she meets a boy who she remembers from her past, and meeting him kind of changes everything for her. This book is, I also gave 4.5 stars. It was so good. I honestly think everyone should read it. I'm so excited to continue with the rest of this series. Yeah, I loved it so much. And there's also like 1,000 novellas. So, I mean, this series will take me a while to read. Just like Throne of Glass, I started 2 big series this month, but that's okay. I really enjoyed this book. Then I started Throne of Glass. I'm about halfway through. I'm really enjoying it so far. This is like technically the first book in the series, but since I read Assassin's Blade first, this is like the second one for me. But you're following the same girl. She's an assassin, and she meets the prince, and he says, I need you to fight in this competition for me, and you have to win. So there's a group of people who are really good at what they do, and there's all these trials to see who will be like the king's champion, and she is fighting in it. Oh, hi. But there's also something else going on in the castle that she has to figure out why this is happening. And I am really enjoying it so far. I just love whenever there's like a book with like games or trials, I'm so hooked. And I think They're so fun to read about. And like now there's this mystery aspect about it too. So I'm super intrigued. But yeah, going into my February TBR, this is obviously the first book I'm going to be finishing in February. And then right after I finish Throne of Glass, I want to read Magnolia Parks. I have been wanting to read this for so long. I actually started it last year. It was last February actually. And I got like 50 pages in, and then I started reading Percy Jackson, and I like forgot I was reading this because I got so hooked on Percy Jackson. But I'm actually gonna read it for real this time. I literally started tapping it and everything, like, but I'm so excited to actually read this. The writing is so beautiful. You kind of just like follow these characters, Magnolia Parks being the main character, and they're super wealthy, and it's like there's a lot of toxic relationship stuff, and it's like you just read about, kind of almost feels like real. It's not some like simple love story, if that makes sense. Next book on my TBR is Caraval. I don't have it with me, but I'll put a picture of the cover on the screen. I've been wanting to read this book for a while and like get into this world. There's also like the spin-off series to read too that I really want to read, and I'm really excited to start this book. All I know about it is that there's a carnival and there's games, and the games are like, I don't know, I don't know if they like die or what, like, I don't know. I don't know much about it, but all I know is that the games and that aspect of it is really intriguing. And it's also like a fantasy. I feel like Caraval, like in my mind, Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart, like the spin-off series, like they feel like two different things. Like Caraval is like, oh, these carnival games that like are deadly, question mark, I don't know if they're deadly. But then Once Upon a Broken Heart is like a fairy tale kind of story, like in my head. So I guess we'll see how they're related. Like obviously it's in the same world and stuff, so yeah. The next book is As Old as Time. This is the Beauty and the Beast Twisted Tale. If you don't know, hey! If you don't know what a twisted tale is, it's just original fairy tales, like Disney fairy tales and stuff, retold with what if scenarios. So the Beauty and the Beast one is, what if Belle's mother cursed the beast? So like her mother is the enchantress. And I've been wanting to read another Twisted Tale. I read the Tangled one and I really liked it. That one was, what if like she took the moonflower instead of the sunflower or something. So like her hair was silver and she had different powers or whatever. It was cool. I liked it. Yeah, Beauty and the Beast just gives me a lot of like February vibes, maybe because of the rose, like I don't know, but it just gives me such February vibe. So hopefully I can get to this month. And the final book on my TBR is The House on the Cerulean Sea. I have been wanting to start this book for so long. I have this feeling that I'm going to love it and give it 5 stars, but at the same time, what if I hate it? Like, what if I don't love it as much as I think I'm going to? So I've been so scared, literally for years, to read this book because, like, what if I don't like it? But usually my inklings are right. Like, when I read Circe, I was like, this book's gonna be so good. Like, I'm gonna love it. And it's my favorite book in the world now. And I've heard that TJ Klune's writing, just like the way that he writes stories, is so good. And I feel like, honestly, just any of his books, like, I feel like I'm gonna love, but I haven't read a single one because, like, I'm scared and my expectations are so high. But I don't want to be afraid anymore. Like, I want to read it, you know? So hopefully, if I stick to my TBR, hopefully I'll get to it this month. But those are all the books that I wanted to talk about. The final thing that I want to do in this video is go into my Notion and do like my Notion goals set up and my habits and stuff. So I can go do that now. Okay, so we're in my Notion, and if I go down, here are my goals right here. So these are all my Q1 goals that I added last month. And another one that I do want to add is like water intake. Let me find a cover picture for this. I like this one a lot, so I'm just gonna link that photo. Okay, cute. Oh, let me add an icon too. So that is definitely something I want to work on this month. So I'm gonna move this to the front. And meditating, I do want to work on too. These are kind of the 2 things that are my main priority this month. And then reading, obviously, too. And then for the water goal, I'm just gonna add a few like subtasks kind of things. Okay, now that I added the subtask, there's a progress bar. I actually like have not been focusing on my goals. Like last month, like I did kind of last month, but I also didn't. So I'll hopefully focus on it more this month. In my defense, I got like really sick. So I'm just gonna like give myself a pass. Okay, now going into my actual habits and goals section. So I took away all the ones in January, so mine like automatically makes one every day, and now this is what I'm at. So these are the goals that I had, or not the goals, the habits that I had last month. I think I'm gonna take away cooking, because like yes, it's good when I cook at home, but like I do that pretty much every day anyways, just like I don't need to track it as a habit, because like I don't think it's a big deal for me, because it's not a problem I'm having, if that makes sense. I do like these ones though. I'm gonna change, since there's only 28 days in the month, I'm gonna like lower some of these. Like gua sha, I honestly do need to work on that more, but because I didn't do it as much last month, I'm gonna do it like 20 days. Water, I think I should, I'm gonna lower this down to 20 again too. Read, I'm actually gonna up, because I was really, really good with it last month, minus the days I was sick. So I'm going to make this 25. Gratitude, I was also really good at doing that last month, so I'm gonna make this 25. Meditating, I'm gonna lower it to 15. Exercise, ooh, I don't know why I had it at 20 last month. That was low-key a lot. Like, I don't exercise as much as I should. But also, like, walking to class. Well, that's not exercising. Honestly, I'm gonna make this 10. 10 is like I'm not good at working out. It's something I want to work on, but I think 10 is reasonable for me. And then no spending, I think 20 is fine to keep at that. Okay, today, like I already cooked today and I already read. That's all I've done, so that's okay. We still have the rest. It's 6 o'clock. We still have time. Oh, hi. Cora. Isn't she so cute? Okay, I'm happy with these habits in my Notion. And then I'll probably also write these down in my journal too. Or not my journal, my planner. Okay, habits are set. Goals are set. I'm just gonna add in the stuff in my calendar. Okay, that's like literally all I have planned right now, so. Oh wait, actually, let me add in my exam. Okay, there we go. A lot happening this month. A lot happening this week. Literally, what the heck? Okay, but I think I'm set for my Notion. Okay, that is all for my February reset video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!